Ever wondered if your coworker has a crush on you? It may seem like a far-fetched idea, but sometimes the truth is hidden in plain sight. We often overlook the subtle signs, dismissing them as simple office camaraderie. However, these signs could be the silent whispers of hidden affection, the clandestine expressions of a secret crush. Intriguing, isn't it? So what are these signs? How can you identify them? Stay tuned and explore these signs with us. Sign number 1. They give you extra attention. Picture this. There's this coworker in your office. Let's call him Jake. Jake always seems to have an uncanny knack for noticing the smallest details about another colleague, whom we'll call Emily. He's the first one to compliment Emily on her new haircut, even before her best friend notices. He's aware of her favorite coffee flavor and often surprises her with a cup, just the way she likes it. Jake seems to have a sixth sense when it comes to Emily, always there with an umbrella on a rainy day, or offering to share his lunch when she forgets hers. It's like he's tuned into a special frequency, one that's all about Emily. Now, doesn't that sound a bit more than just friendly? If you've noticed this kind of attention from a colleague, they might just have a crush on you. Sign number 2, they always find a reason to talk to you. Ever had a coworker who seems to be always hovering around your desk or workstation, always finding a reason to strike up a conversation? Maybe they're talking about last night's episode of that popular show, or that new coffee shop around the corner, or even the weather. It could be about anything under the sun, no matter how trivial. Let's take John, for instance. He works in accounting. He's got a lot on his plate, yet he always finds time to chat with Lisa from marketing. He's always dropping by her desk, asking her opinion on the most mundane things. What do you think about the new office plans? Did you try the new vending machine snacks? It's like he's looking for any excuse to talk to Lisa. Why? Because he's attracted to her. If you've experienced this, it could be a sign that your coworker is crushing on you. Sign number 3, they frequently compliment you. Picture this. You're at work and there's that one colleague who never misses an opportunity to sing your praises. It could be about how well you handled a difficult client, the way you nailed that presentation, or even something as simple as your choice of attire for the day. Now, everyone appreciates a good compliment, but what sets this person apart is the frequency and consistency of their praise. They seem to have a sixth sense for spotting your achievements, no matter how small, and are always the first to acknowledge them with a genuine compliment. It's as if they have a special lens that only focuses on your positives. This isn't just about being nice or polite, it's about showing that they value and admire you. So, if you're receiving a steady stream of compliments from a certain coworker, it may not be just professional admiration. If this sounds familiar, you might have a secret admirer. Sign number 4. They remember personal details. Picture this. You're in the break room, sipping on your coffee, and you casually mention your favorite band or your childhood pet's name. Fast forward a few weeks, and that same coworker brings up your favorite band in conversation or even playfully refers to you by your pet's name. It's not just by chance. They've been paying attention, storing these little nuggets of information about you, not because they have an eidetic memory, but because they're interested in you, in your stories, and in the details that make you uniquely you. When someone has a crush, they're naturally more attentive to the object of their affection, and this attention often surfaces in surprising ways. So if you've noticed this level of attentiveness from a coworker, take note. If you've experienced this, it's a strong sign that your coworker has a crush on you. Now, let's dive into the remaining signs, rapid fire style. Sign number 5, the green-eyed monster. Your coworker seems to turn a shade of green when you mention other people, particularly those of the gender you're attracted to. They might try to casually dismiss it, but if you notice a pattern, it might be a sign of a secret crush. Just like our buddy Mark, who seemed to get overly interested whenever Lisa mentioned her weekend plans with friends. Moving swiftly on to number 6, they mirror you. Ever noticed your coworker adopting your catchphrases or mimicking your gestures? It's a subconscious thing we humans do when we're attracted to someone. We start to mirror their actions, trying to build a connection. Think about the time when Sarah started using David's favorite phrase, absolutely fantastic. Coincidence? I think not. Sign number 7, they defend you. If your coworker jumps to your defense in a meeting or during a casual conversation, it might be more than just camaraderie. They might secretly like you. Remember how Jake always stood up for Emma even when she wasn't entirely right? That's a classic sign right there. And here we go with number 8, they initiate contact. If your coworker is the one always initiating conversations, asking for your opinion, or even finding reasons to touch you, like a friendly pat on the back, they might be crushing on you. For instance, Rachel, who always found an excuse to discuss the latest project with Tim, even if it wasn't necessary. Sign number 9, they go out of their way for you. If your coworker is always ready to help, even when it's inconvenient for them, it's a good indication they might like you. Like when Sam drove across town to deliver Anna's forgotten laptop. That's not just being a good coworker, that's a sign of a crush. On to number 10, they notice the small things. If they notice and remember small details about you, like your favorite coffee or the fact that you hate olives on your pizza, it's a sign they're paying extra attention to you. Just like when Emily surprised John with his favorite caramel latte, knowing he had a tough day ahead. Sign number 11, they show genuine concern for you. If your coworker shows concern for your well-being, not just on a professional level, but on a personal one too, it could be a sign of a crush. Like when Mike asked Claire about her sick cat, even though he's allergic to cats himself. And finally, sign number 12, they light up when they see you. If you notice your coworker's face lighting up when you enter the room, or their mood brightening when they talk to you, it's a strong indication of a crush. Remember how Laura's eyes sparkled every time she saw Peter walk into the office? And there you have it, folks. 12 signs your coworker might secretly have a crush on you. Remember, these signs are not definitive proof, but rather indications that your coworker might be harboring feelings for you. So, there you have it, 12 signs that your coworker might have a crush on you. Now let's flip the script. We want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed these signs from someone you work with? Or perhaps you've been the one giving off these signals? Maybe you've got a story that's straight out of a romantic comedy, or maybe it's more of a thriller. Don't be shy. We're all friends here. Share your experiences down below. Your story might just help someone else navigate the complex world of office romance. But remember, every interaction is different. Every person is unique, and these are just possible signs. Love isn't a science, it's an art. It's nuanced and subtle, and sometimes it's as quiet as a whisper in a crowded room. If you have your own stories to share, we'd love to hear them in the comments. And remember, sometimes the heart speaks in whispers. Pay attention, and you might just hear it.